Thank you all for coming here. Wonderful to have you here. My name is Luis Del Rio, for the ones that don't know me. I am a convert. I baptized right here, not in this room. 2 years ago, my background was a spiritual gypsy. I was a Buddhist for 10 years. I was shamanic, I did a lot of things. But following the truth, I stepped into the treasure that is this faith. Part of my purpose is to give back. I feel that this is not a personal adventure I did on the air like a satellite. I was part of something. There were people praying for me. There's people here that I know prayed for me. There's people that made rosaries that I took there, and they were praying every day for me from this same church. There was a lot of love and support. And so I don't feel like I'm a floating adventurer, although it felt like that. I know it was connected. So part of it was to give back. Even when I was there, it was, yes, I want to give back to you, to anybody, because I had so many gifts. My intention then today is to share, to inspire if I can, with the grace of God, and to recruit some of you. I have an agenda. You will see why. I think this is a treasure of our faith that we Catholics have abandoned. And it's an immense treasure. The world is going in thrones there, and we have abandoned it. And it's a great opportunity to strengthen our faith and to evangelize. I know it from experience. When I came back from El Camino, there's so many people interested, even outside the Catholic faith, that ask you, because they know about this, and they're going there. We are not. So I am doing these talks only in the Catholic Church, and the friends that are not Catholics, they know I did El Camino, it was great. That's it. I don't want them there, I'm sorry. Unless I see they're in the path of interest and respect to our tradition. We have too many of the world there, people that are disrespecting the path. We have to take it back. We have to use it for our own strength. So that's the recruiting part, okay? It's nothing bad. I'm not sending you to war or something like that, or oil, right? So when I'm asked by these friends, okay, what was the best? Because there's this mystery, people want to know. They have this legend in their mind, El Camino, yeah, how was it? You know, the 31 days. My answer is the best. I came back more in love with God. That's the best. I understood so many things about our faith. My faith grew. Faith is like a fire we have. We have to take care of it. So I don't know if you know, but early Christians, they call themselves the followers of the way. So there's in Acts some of the quotes about that. What is El Camino? Is walking in devotion to the tomb of the Apostle St. James the Great. It's that, only that, and all of that, what all that means. And in the history of Christianity, there are three main pilgrimages. There was the one of Jerusalem, the one to Rome, and the one to St. James. And today, the only one that is standing and is available and reasonable to do is the one of St. James. And he has 12 centuries in the work, and you can see it in history. The tradition says that he went to Spain to evangelize. And the first apparition of the Blessed Mother to St. James, while he was evangelizing in Spain, the Blessed Mother came on a pillar. That's why you hear in the Hispanic world women called Pilar. And there's still the pillar there in the Basilica of Zaragoza. He's the first apostle martyrized. The body is preserved by the disciples and taken to Galicia, Spain. And that's the tradition. It's known that, okay, he's buried here. Fast forward to the 9th century, and somebody found the tomb. It's a beheaded body. It says St. James. And that was big news, especially for the king, Alfonso of Asturias, that he was the first pilgrim. He went there with his people, and he's the first pilgrim. And then he built a church there. And the pilgrimages started right there. This is very important. You will see in a little bit how this makes Spain Alfonso el Caso declared that he's the patron of Spain. And you will see how it ties in and how much it has to do with the Hispanic world and with us, really. Who walked the path? So we have saints that walk the path. If you go there, you're going to be walking there. You're going to see things like saints that you didn't even know. It's a kind of a learning, it's a school for your Catholic faith. You learn so much right there, live. You enter places, you see the stories. But then we have famous people. The next slide, I think it has some. The ones that I really like, this Isabel of Castile. She went with Ferdinando. Very well recorded, places that stayed. You can even stay there. I mean, it's amazing. And we're like, okay, let the world take this. These are the ones that we know. But you will learn if you do it, that there are many more, and there are many that we don't know. This is 12 centuries that Christianity was building this. Europe started coming. From Rome, even from Moscow. They started coming there, pouring there. This is 12 centuries. Santiago de Compostela is up there. If you pay attention, you see these are like the veins of Spain. People started going everywhere. You know what this created? This created a culture of hospitality. Everywhere there are pilgrims. What they say right now, buen camino, buen camino. They keep saying that. You go sometimes from the backyard of people's houses at any time of the day. And buen camino, can you imagine that here? They shoot you, man. You won't survive even the 2 miles of that. Walking through an alley, here it's amazing. This is a Disneyland from Catholics. And it's so rare to find Catholics there. So this is my recruiting spirit. Like, we gotta take this back. The name Santiago, you know where it's coming from? St. James. But it was Santiago, Jacob, St. Jacob, Santiago, and then it remained Santiago. So it remained like that. Even Santiago is the same. It's the same origin. So that's why it's hard for us in Spanish to say Santo Santiago. It's already there. So we don't say Santo Santiago, it's the day of Santiago. It sounds redundant. Santo Santiago, San Santiago, no, it's Santiago. We know it's like somewhere there. Like, yeah, we're already saying it's a saint. Also, you know what this creates? This also creates a spirit of adventure. You can see it right now even. The people are there in their houses and somebody stops, where are you coming from? It's a kind of strange guy coming in the evening there. I'm walking from Moscow. And they say, wow. You know, so you are there in your home, I bet, like, what am I doing with my life? So that explained to me a lot about the spirit of the Hispanic people that then came and evangelized a new continent. I don't have the maps right now, but if you see the Reconquest, you will see how it's coming down until 1492. In 1492, they discover America. It's like they were already on the horses and like they're already in a heroic path, and they continue, and a lot defending the faith. So who walks there right now? Because you know the saints and everything. Well, spoiler, the world walks there, and few Catholics. Remember this, it's not the whole year. It's just one time, maybe between, you know, when the weather is good. So in those months, you have 500,000 people almost there, going there. You have the idea from here, yeah, young people are doing this. No. A lot of people that are retired are doing it. It makes sense. It's like, what did I do with my life? What is my life about? I need to find out. Even if they're not believers, there's those people there. This is a mistake. Less than 65 doesn't make sense, right? They just switch it over. It doesn't make sense. If you put that between 46 and 65 plus more than 65, you have a majority are above 46. This I have to explain a little bit. They're not religious, but the religious and other, they give you a form when you get to Compostela, and that's how they get these statistics. And I did the form twice. And the options are, you know, other religions, but there's one that's spiritual. A lot of people put spiritual, so don't be deceived when it says religious motive, because the spiritual will put religious spiritual, but it's my own religion. So in the field, what you find out is that it's rare to find a Catholic. I took some pictures of things to reflect. In the door of the church, there's some Catholics and the sign of money There's desecration happening everywhere there. These people that go there, they don't respect there. They go there, they take selfies when people are worshiping. It's a supermarket they're going to. Then, it's the Buddha, it's my path. There are people denying the tradition. This is coming from the Catholic Church of shamans from Peru, and bringing people from Europe to do their rituals, to harness energies for the Camino, because the Camino is our thing too. And then in the church, at some point, he comes to Mass, not dressed like that, with a good shirt, like a spy. He comes to Mass and he's kind of like that, and my blood is boiling, because I thought, if you're going to the sacrament here, I'm jumping on you. I was praying, help me, because I know about you, I know what you're doing. You're not going to get the Eucharist. So they're there doing this, so we need you there. All right. I can't do this all myself, all right? Okay, then the other strange phenomenon there is plenty of Koreans. Is fashion in Korea. Somebody in Korea did this movie, and then I think a YouTube series. So Koreans from South Korea are coming and doing it. It's better for their money. With that same money, they will stay maybe 5 days in Paris. With this, they go 30 days, they just go all over Spain, and they're treated as pilgrims, as poor. They get discounts. Let me tell you this: if you think I cannot do it, I want to encourage you. The Koreans will be an inspiration for you. They go there without knowing any Spanish, without knowing any English, with Google Translate. They're They do all Camino like that. You have no excuse about logistics, okay? I'm sorry. So we're gonna start walking. The first thing I will say to you is about walking. When I booked my first Camino, I thought 5 days. What I realized in that first trip is I can walk. People can walk. I can see people, older than me or with some problems. We can walk. And it dawned on me, this is like breathing. There's a reason why God made half of our body legs. We walk. If you have good shoes, nothing rubbing there, not too much weight, you can walk. It's amazing how much you can walk. You'll be surprised. That will be the first thing. That's when I said to myself, I got to do this the whole way. I can walk. And then you meet others like, oh, where are you coming from? And they tell you, oh, I can do that too, right? So that's where I started thinking of my second time. This is the walk. Saint-Jean-de-Pied-de-Port is in France, so this is all what I did to Santiago de Compostela. First, you gotta go over the Pyrenees, and the first day, my feet were highly compromised. I had hurt my heels so badly, I went to a doctor and I was with bandage here, and I was feeling so bad the first day. I thought, I cannot make it. I cannot walk. This is both feet. And I'm thinking of going over the Pyrenees, 12 hours of walking, and I was just there about to start and thinking, what a shame that I have to tell my friends, I'm going to Camino, first day, I'm going back. This is like, I can't for my pride. But I thought, well, this is like a hit on my pride. Maybe it's good. We're going to go in 3 sections. So that's going over the Pyrenees. They're beautiful. Now, this really helps. Because if you walk along the freeway, it's one thing, but you walk on these things, you're totally embellished by everything. You don't feel that you're walking. That really helps. So this is France, that side. The church actually is this, right here. You're going to see in a bit. And this is the church where many of the original pilgrims will start walking. So imagine the feeling to be there and have Mass there before you go. What happened is that I walked and I was able to do it. I wasn't feeling the pain. Then going over the Pyrenees was a different experience. Like, I wasn't feeling it because you are just in love with this. Then you start seeing the presence of the Blessed Mother. But along the side, not right along. Right along you have these pagan things that they put, a lot of stuff. But the Blessed Mother is apart. and it has more history. So that Psalm 51, created me a clean heart, that became my prayer. I thought when I got there, that's my prayer. I don't know what I want here. I don't know what I'm exactly doing, but yes, just purify my intention. And there's a prayer of Saint Ignatius for pilgrims that says that, do that every day. Lord, purify my intention in this walk. And so that became the first lesson for me. So the first lesson was the rosary. After that, the prayer. The rosary will become my companion. At first it's okay, I'll have it, I'll pray here. No. It became a serious weapon. I'm not leaving the rosary, I'm sleeping with the rosary. I had that because when I got to the first stop after 14 hours, I didn't feel the pain in my feet. I don't know what happened. They're healed. I don't know. I'm thankful. But something in my hand, I hurt my hand so bad I couldn't move it. I was with ice in the hotel, and it was a drag because you got to do everything with one hand now. But I was thankful to God. I said, well, my feet are there. I'll do it. And so I'm trying to sleep. And so I prompted my arm like this so the blood goes down. And I'm looking at the hand, saying, where is that exactly kind of move? Because I couldn't move. So it was, okay, I can. Okay, those muscles are good. These muscles are good. The movement I couldn't do is this. And I thought, this is suspicious. Exactly the movements to do the rosary. And so I grabbed the rosary right there that night, and I fell asleep. I said, you don't want, devil, for me to pray the rosary? Here I go. I'm going to pray all night, pray all day. And so I started praying it. I put that thing there, and I walked up till Santiago. I slept with the rosary. At night, anything could happen. You can wake up and feel a desolation on the heart. You don't know why. You've been by yourself for so long, and it's dark. You're tired, and you think, what? My life is, desolation. You just get depressed or something, and just grab the rosary, come back. That was my first lesson, and since then I pray the rosary every day. I believe in the power of the rosary. It is truly a weapon. You will see more things that happen. Let's see what else. That's the first day I couldn't sleep that day. I was fine, but it's raining, it's cold, and how in the world I'm going to do this? I don't know. And you start with the rosary. And it's like magic. Let's you start walking there. That first part, you see a lot of the Templars, the presence there. That gives me, strength. The next lesson, as I'm going there, I realized it. This is the backpack I took. Now, this backpack expands. And then plus, when you put this here, you put more things here, okay? So it was really heavy. When you go, you think, I need this. And when this happens and this, you're just getting a lot of things. And so I quickly realized that I had too many things. So I committed to get rid of 2 things. Each stop, I go along the way. 2 things, no matter what, 2 things up, 2 things up. And you know what I realized? This is the other lesson. I went there thinking, I'm searching for something. I'm going to find something. That's not what I was there for. It made more sense that I had to lose something. It was so concrete, so clear. I got to lose stuff. No, I'm looking, it's still that egotistic, and I'm here, the adventure. No, I need to lose stuff. It's so clear. I'm not going to make it with this heavy stuff. So I started getting rid of things, Finally, I had to buy this backpack. This is what I ended up with. By halfway, I'm with this. Others are like, wow, that's it. They go, no, yeah, because otherwise I don't make it. The priority is to make it, to walk. So this was my backpack. This I sent to Santiago. You have services like that. You go to the post office, they send it to you, really good price. They give you 30 days or 60 days, you go pick it up in Santiago. So I sent this. I lost things that I paid good money. But it's okay. You got it. I'm not gonna do eBay now. All right, it was trash. So it was part of that. I'm losing money. This was, I don't know. Goodbye. That was a very important lesson for me. The other lesson was the will of God. This story, I'm going to simplify it to you because it's a story, if I tell you all the details, it could derail the conversation because it has that power, all the intricacies, what happened exactly, it's action, violence. I'm just going to keep it short. I'm there in an albergue, in a room with others. Albergue is a little hostel, a little place where pilgrims go. It's inexpensive. There are different places you can stay, from the hotel to the albergue. We have one person there, a young person, that was sort of a beast. So he knocked down that door. Let's see the other. Then the other door, the entrance door, then we had a homeless sleeping there. We heard how he's knocking down the Spanish doors. It's not like the hollow doors we have here, okay? Mm-hmm. And he was after an old guy. He wanted to harm him. And what happened that day was that for some reason, it was on me to protect this older guy. People were leaving, and I was the one, what happened here? And he told me, they came and the police came and took him out, this guy. So he was saved by that. Everybody left, and this 72-year-old guy, Mesfin, is there. And I said, okay, do you know if he's coming back? His things are here, and you're here. Come with me. You're not staying here. So I took him to the cafeteria, and I go with him, and I stay with him. And lo and behold, he's coming back. We can see from a window there, he's coming back. This started at 5 a.m. It's 10 a.m. and Mesfin knows that I was planning to leave. I'm an early walker. He says, go, Luis, don't worry. No, no. I am not leaving until I know you're safe. And so I made him coffee, I gave him a banana that I had. Did you eat something? You relax, you're gonna be fine. And so it became very clear that it was what I had to do right there. I don't think in my life there was a moment that it was more clear that the will of God was that. I thought, this is why God wanted me to do this path. Maybe this ends here and this person is safe. Then that's it. That's why I was here. I did not expect this. And I was telling Mesfin, because he was telling me, no, go, Luis. It turned out to be a Catholic guy, so we prayed together. And he said, go. And I said, for all the gold in the world, I'm not leaving. I'm happy here, like I've never been before. I know exactly God wants me here. So don't keep with that, right? That's him. We became friends from then on and kept in contact and praying for each other. What happened is that finally I called the person in the bar that this guy was. The owner came. They gave him a room. He said, goodbye, I'm going there to the third floor, where by the stairs. I said, no, I'm going there until you are in that room and you're fine. Oh no, Luis, okay. We go up, and like in a movie, and I can't explain how this guy did this, this young guy. It was the power of a beast. So we go in this direction. When we get to the third floor, the whole way here is dark. We turn on the light, say, no, it's over there. We walk there, and there's this guy like this. We just needed the music in the back. So, what is this? But I just felt, I don't know, I'm in the right place. So I kept on walking. I said, I don't know what I'm going to do with this guy, but I'm not backing up. And Mesfin grabbed me and said, no, Luis, come here. And we went down the stairs. Again, the police came, took him, and then at noon, he was fine, and I left. But then that gave me that spin of things like, I don't know why I'm here. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. It gave me that thing, I don't know what happens now, but that justifies my presence here in Spain doing the walk. I know that guy wanted to harm him, and he had the great power to do that. So now we go Burgos to León. Climate changes and the terrain changes in Spain. So you're prepared for this, the Pyrenees. But over here, close to León, it's like a desert at that time. And there was a saying there of the pilgrims. Some were saying, walk across your own desert. It felt like that. Physically felt like that. So let's see. So this is what you see. It's no longer horses and green pastures. Yeah, it's this. This is fashionable. I mean, I gotta put the thing. And the problem is this. So I started early, but then you would say, okay, I walked already 6 hours. Time to rest, it's noon. No, the problem is that you're going west. So if you rest, you're gonna have the sun right here. So you got to keep going. That was intense. So let's see. It's like one shade. You know, you're looking for one shade. Sorry, it's so cute. All right, now I got hurt. Because of that, I got dehydrated. I kept walking. I hurt, and I keep walking with that. And I was limping. There's nowhere to stop. There's no shade. The city, I mean, the town is there. You can see it. And so you go there, like in the movie, you see the sun and the stars, and you keep going, keep going. By the time I got to that town, I had to put my leg up. I had tendinitis. I couldn't walk there. Yeah, I started putting things, and also I cut my fingers. So another weird thing. I'm not going to go into that. There was a lot of blood coming on that. So remove that. We've seen enough. Okay, stop there. Thank you. So when I was there, my leg up and seeing all the people that I have met, just keep going. Buen camino, goodbye. I don't know anybody now because there are already 2 days. I had to stay 2 days, 3 days. I thought this is it. And I have felt that maybe God wanted me there for Mezfin and that's it. And I thought that's fine. But in a prayer of sincerity, I said to God, yes, if that was it, I'm fine. But I'm not going to tell you I'm happy. I want to get to Santiago. So help me there. And then I reprioritized. That thing of go across your desert was going across my own likings and little things that I was attached to. Why was I doing El Camino? I had to reprioritize. I asked myself, why am I doing this? Why God would want me there? Maybe He wanted me for that there. What's the purpose? For me to come and say, put a medal, I did El Camino. And I started thinking, I think a little deeper. As a Catholic, what should I walk for? For charity, for the Mass, for the body of Christ, wherever it is, for evangelizing. So I started praying to God. God, if you find some use for me in El Camino, let me be of service to you. Let me be of service. Put me back in El Camino. I want to be of service to you. It's no longer, I want to achieve this for myself. I want to be of service. It was very clear. Now these are my priorities. So slowly, I think 3 days or 4 days, I don't know how long, I started walking very slowly. I had to relearn to walk. I knew I couldn't just walk. I knew, okay, I can start a little bit, learn some tricks from some old pilgrims there, like how to walk, because I couldn't put weight here, so I learned to walk like this. So you don't move this, but you do some miles with this, and then your hip is like, okay, this is not working. You gotta do stuff, and then use your the sticks, so it's more your arms and all kinds of, very slow. It's like a very sorry view for others. They go, no, he's not gonna make it. But when they see me at night, like, oh, he made it. I'm like, yeah. So what happened that day? As soon as I got out of the place I was staying, I turned the street, and these are the streets of a town, so all the sticks are, and I hear in the back, Luis, and it was Andrew, another pilgrim that I had been talking. He was interested in our faith. So I was kind of midway evangelizing. And all the things that I have told him have somehow, through the grace of God, fructified in him. And he's ready to say, I'm going to the church now. Me too. Let's go together. And I'm like, God, this is why you want me to wait here, right? So we're going both to the church together. He said, I'm going to take the communion. I said, yes. And did you do the confession? Yes, I told him the best that I could. I said, put yourself in the hands of the priest, tell him how to do the confession. And so he was ready for communion. He's coming with me to St. Andrew's church. And this is Andrew. This is, okay, so he's from Trinidad, Tobago. He converted there right before me, and I got to see that, and I gave him a rosary. Let's see the picture of evangelist. Okay, that's him. Another bald guy. We gotta get together. So, and then he sent me this days ago. Morning, brother. Thought of you today while at adoration. Sending love, prayers, and spiritual strength. This is him. With the rosary I gave him. With the rosary that the ladies here made from this church. They cried when I sent them this. And there are others that I did not communicate. But there were so many stories. I had so much success there through the grace of God on evangelization that all the time around here. One reason is because people there put themselves in a new position and new time. It's not like here that we're all busy. Over here they say, oh, why you converted? And I would tell them short story, what I said at the beginning, following the truth. I stepped into a treasure. It's Jesus Christ. Here I am. That's it. Short version. Over there, this same guy said, no, give me the long version. He's like, really? I don't get to hear that. What? We got 12 hours to walk, man. All right, man. So they're in a different state. Even if they're agnostic, atheists, they're bored. They're different. They have abandoned a lot of the common things. So they're more ready there than any other place. So I had more success there. I had that was one. There was another Italian guy and an Italian woman. And I'm not just claiming it for me. It's the grace of God doing this. But I got to witness and do a little bit, and I just see it right there. So let's see more. I'm going to just show you people. This is a guy from Mexico. We had a lot of conversations. Korean, of course. And you know what? I'm really bad with names. In the Camino, I'm just zooming in. Hey, Mike! Hey, Robert! Hey. I remember, and now I forgot a lot, but over there is new power. Continue. Okay, this is the Italian woman. Okay, and one of these things, because now I'm going out every day, just looking for trouble, looking for who I can help. Not like, I'm gonna go here, like, okay, what is it, God? And so I found this woman, and she's hurt. And I said, what do you got? Because I had some medicine, this and that. And, well, she was hurt. She couldn't walk. And I don't remember exactly. Oh, yeah, I gave him my sticks. I said, this is what you do. Because now I learned something for myself. I'm walking more. You do this, you put your weight here, so that you do this and that. So we started walking together. And then I told her, do you know how to pray? What's your background? And she was an ex-Catholic. Well, you know how to pray the rosary, how to pray the Our Father. So we started praying in Italian, and we're going over. And then I said, let me see your backpack, because I have my little thing there. Okay, it's incredible. She had a jug of water like this. It's like, what are you doing? Okay. She carried a lot. So I said, give it to me. So I carried hers. And this is another lesson, you know, like our Lord says, my yoke is light. Just helping somebody, all of a sudden I'm carrying that. I'm supposed to be hurting. Like, why can't I do that? I can do this. And this is like 4 times more weight. And I'm there walking. It's like I have superpowers. And it felt so good. Midway, she started crying. She started crying and said, I recovered my faith. And I'm like so moved. You know, these things are real. So this also is not for you that you will go there. Back to the recruiting. You're going for others, right? To inspire, to bring them back. So let's see more other people there. This is a soldier from Croatia. I keep now in touch. He's a Catholic. This guy, he prayed. I mean, you see, true Catholics. He said his prayer is crazy to me because we're there and he's asking Christ, give me some of your pain. Let me carry some of your pain. And he told me, you know what? The next day, my foot is like this. Like, when I asked for that, it's getting right there. Like, okay. And he showed me. I said, okay, you're fine. And he's walking, marching, like 3 days ahead of me. I'm just texting, wait for me. And he said, no. It's amazing. So he recently had a baby, has a long. This is a Polish guy. These are from Virginia. This is the youngest. This is James. They are from Virginia. Yeah, people with the stroller. This is inspiring. This is an Italian guy. Oh, another thing. I got to evangelize in Italian. I know some Italian, but it's like everything was coming back. It's so beautiful to evangelize in Italian. It's so beautiful. Okay, this is Leon. And so this is the other stop, and we're going to go to the next stop. Yeah, by now I'm starting to feel all the power of the rosary, of the grace of God, and all the different things I'm going through, and starting to feel more empowered. Let's see. Yeah, okay, this is inside. I got to show you. They're amazing places. I have so many pictures. We can be here all day, so I just put some. And I don't want to spoil everything for you. Let's see one more thing. Okay, so here we go to León and Sarria. Now pay attention, because many Spanish, what they do is they go one weekend, they do 3, 4, they do that. Many do from Sarria. From Sarria to Santiago, you can do it in 5 days. So that could be your start. I did something similar. So you can do that. People from Spain do that. So here I go León to Sarria. Okay, so I'm starting to feel more the vibe. I'm recovered, and I feel like I'm in some adventure now. And the rosary is my weapon. So I started thinking, like, I'm in some Harrison Ford movie now. This is Indiana Jones, and I love it. And the rosary is my weapon. So let's see. So you cannot Harrison Ford it without the rosary. Really, and so I sent to my friends jokes, about Harrison Ford in it here. It's a movie. Let's see something. I started also trying to smile at Harrison Ford. No, I didn't come. That was for my friends. They smiled. He smiles on the side. All right, but I'm just feeling like empowered like that. Let's show a little. Let's get people busy. We don't have alcohol, but we have this. I'll do better next time. Now I see my mistake. I'm being a stick or something. These are the little towns that you go. Some are abandoned, or not many people live there. You hear the water. You meet people. Yes. Yes, all right. Faith, that's the big lesson. Like I said at the beginning, faith is something that we can cultivate. And by now, I'm feeling really the power of it. I had gone through. And I'm the guy that's with the rosary, and they know me a lot. A lot of them over there, I was very extroverted and talking with people and finding out. And I'm sort of a crazy Catholic with a rosary going around. So let's see what I forgot. You are the light. Oh yeah, why not? You are the light of the world. A city built upon a mountain cannot be hidden, nor will someone light a lamp and then put under a basket. I would say this, that by then I felt I was bragging a little bit with my faith to others. So when I got to the hostels, they're all 12 hours of walking. All the backpacks are there, their feet up. I really felt it. And I'm older than many over there. The soldier one, that soldier wasn't there, but there was another one. And so I put my backpack down and I started doing push-ups. Like it's right in the middle to see it. 3 sets of 15, and they're like, "You crazy? You're not tired?" No, my rosary is in my hand. So I felt, yes, know it. It's not just talking. And the ones that couldn't believe that I was there, they would see me. They would tell me when I get there, they're in the bar at night. They said, "We were feeling sorry for you when we saw you there," like that. You made it. Right, so it's part of the evangelization, I think. So, all right, so this is a good joke. This old pilgrim versus the new one. So I walk, XO shoes, anti-UV glasses, and protective shirt, all this solar protection, compass, GPS, and you, faith. Because that's what is needed. All those things are just baggage. Now, probably it's a better joke in Spanish, you see. All right, this is a deviation of the past. Samos is the Benedictine convent that had more monks, something like 500. Now there are 4 there. So in 4, and the altar servers is the guy that I met at the bar there. It's like, okay, it's not the same, but I wanted to go there. I'm going even more miles there. And so what happened? Why overwhelmed? So I'm there in Samos, and I woke up one day in Bergen, there in one of the bunk beds, and I wasn't thinking. It was something that came to me. I was overwhelmed, and I started weeping and praying to God, "Stop loving me like this. Stop. I couldn't take it. It's such a great love. I just felt it there." And I was just praying, "Stop, just turn it down a little bit." And never happened this to me. But I realized that love, it's overwhelming. When you realize it, it's overwhelming. as a human being, how to take it in. It's like, I don't have the technology, how to do this, God, just turn it down a little bit. And it was just something, you wake up and just there. It's not that I'm thinking. And it was something very important I don't want to forget ever. He really loves us. You feel it when you go through some things. And we start putting everything together. And all that had happened there, it was like, this is amazing. Stop. This is like so many treasures. So yeah, I was at there in Samos, like I saw the peak of the faith and all that, and I have some pictures of that. There's so many of these things that you can visit. Now we go Sarria de Compostela. Now, of all the people I have met that are not Catholic, and sometimes it's heavy, right? It's heavy and you're like, I need some company on this, and so on. Lucas. So I met Lucas, he's from France. He looked, not like a classic pilgrim there, right? He could be a homeless, and he had a backpack that's light as me. And he had that rosary there, right there. He gave it to me then. He was coming from France, border with Germany, walking on the providence of God. He just felt called to do the walk with a lot of faith, nothing. And so I was amazed, how did you survive? And he said, the providence of God. He started telling me things that would happen along the way, that his shoes broke, and so he had no shoes. And then he's walking in the woods, he sees a pair of shoes. Okay, that maybe it's not that rare in a Camino. You see shoes there, here. But when you see the size of his feet, the feet in that, it was like, you don't find another pair here. So he had a big foot there. So he had a great faith. Let's see one another. So we started walking together. It's two rainbows. And they were praying the rosary. And it was raining. And we started praying the rosary. It seems like it stopped raining. We're smiling at each other. And we kept on going almost until night. And feel like, okay, we didn't find any albergue anywhere. You want to keep going at night? Yeah. With a rosary? Yeah. Water and rosary? We'll do it. It felt like that. I make it to Santiago. I knew then, like, we're going to make it to Santiago. Now, we found an albergue that night, and I bought a sandwich. I brought it to the room that we were there. I said, here. And then I come back, I don't know when is the last time he ate. I said, you know what? Let's go to the restaurant downstairs there. I invite you. Let's have dinner, man. You need to eat. No, Luis, no. I said, come on, let's go. No, Luis, this is good. He had wrapped the thing. This is enough for me, Luis. So it's already something special happening. And then I see he sleeps when he goes to sleep. And also when we're praying the rosary, I see him, he kisses it with such love. I felt our faith, our church is alive. Doesn't matter how many of these people attacking it could be, as long as there are two Lucas in the world, the church will survive. He had such a faith, it was really strong. So I started seeing that, and then, I see him go to sleep. I see his silhouette because the window is there. And I see the silhouette, he sleeps, he goes like this. I'm thinking, this is an apparition. He couldn't be here next morning. I gotta see him go up. That would be real. If he's tomorrow say, hey, good morning, I slept bad, it's like, that doesn't match. What is this? One night, going to his feet, before bed, so like a dog that looks at some hurt and say, what's up, Lucas? What you got? Nothing. Let me see. I go there, massacre those feet. And I say, wait, let me bring my tools. I have some medicine here. Let me do something. He said, no, Luis, that's fine, he said. It's nothing for me to do this. Let me help you here. No, that's fine, Luis. And I said, but what did you do from Germany there? What did you do? And he said, I accepted it. Let me show you his feet. Ooh. Can you?
You want to see it bigger?
Yeah, bigger. Yeah, is there a way to? Yeah, right. Yeah, more. This. He's walking like that. You think he was going anything like that? No. He's walking like this. We enter Santiago running, skipping, of joy. Let's go, Lucas! And we're like, just of joy. At no point. And he taught me also, because I still had some pain. And you go, no, man, walk like man. They can accept it. So, no more of this, it's walk. So, all right, so now we go to Santiago. This is the hill of joy, is called, to Santiago. Let's go a little bit more. So, Santiago. So we get to Santiago, very happy to get there. I pray also to Santiago and to the Blessed Mother. I can tell you if you go, where to stay, when to go, so you don't get the crowds, and some tricks. There's a convent right in front of the Benedictions. You can stay there, and you go right there. You just go across in certain times, and you can be almost by yourself. But you have to know where and when. Okay, let's see what. Yeah, okay. I had to take that picture. Mandatory. This is the tomb. You cannot take off the plate. People take it. I didn't take it, but just took off the plaque. That's the cross. Let's see. I forgot. Oh, okay. One more thing. I'm there in the cathedral. This is amazing. I'm there, and the mass is coming, and here comes a priest or something, and says, "Somebody wants to read the scriptures," and I don't know. Felt like it was me because I have done the psalm here. I felt I could be there. So that was my last day in Santiago. There, looking and reading. It was amazing. It was the trip, the walk of a lifetime. One thing that I have learned, and it was a saying there with some pilgrims, that don't get out of the path. Don't get out of the path there. So no matter what happens there, keep on the path. And I thought that's something I want to have also after the path, after doing it. Every day, I understood. Every day is like being in the path. You don't know what's going to happen, really. Today is another day like that. I have learned from all that. And tomorrow, I don't know what's going to happen. But in the path of St. James, you learn that there are no coincidences, as there are no coincidence right here. And I went to, those are churches you can go with Santiago. Many pilgrims would not end in the Cathedral of Santiago, would go there, but then they go to Mary. And there are scriptures of that. And that's a basilica in Zaragoza. I went there too. I took a bus there. It's far. No. Okay, well, leave that there. So I would say that I didn't know the path of the Lord. And you remember when I got hurt there that I told you. And so I had to wait. And thanks for that waiting. I met Andrew and some things. And also I met Nicole there. So that's kind of, there's some pictures because she's 3D right there. So that's something that God had for me and is helping us, I think, being in the path together. So it's a really concrete way not to get out of the path. It's the path of St. James every day. So that's part of the treasures. Let's go on more.
The Jubilee year that's coming up. Oh, yeah. So you're called again.
Yeah, and listen, God willing, I'm in September doing again St. James Path, but on the north over mountains. So please pray for me. Because for me now it has become more than just me. It's some training for my faith and a way to evangelize. I'm talking with the ladies here to make even more rosaries. Now, I know what to do, what to expect. So,
what are your exhibits? You're a visual
artist. Yeah, right. It's a museum of Luis del Rio. So, I just put here. If anybody has questions, the last time was, what kind of shoes? Right. This is a diploma they gave you in Compostela. This is the first one, and then that's the second one. You can have it. They put your name in Latin, and I can give you more tips. You can have the ones of the Franciscans. So I use two shoes. These basically you need something that is comfortable, and you gotta try. Don't go with anything new there. Go with something that you walk every day. I'm comfortable with this. Wear them before. This is long, wide over there. Super comfortable. When I went to mountains, even though they're heavy to carry, it was worth it just to have good for the ankles, basically. Mm-hmm. It's raining, it's muddy. You're going there, you want this, you want something strong and be changing it. And then the Bible, then this is the original rosary I had. This is the famous shell of St. James. You can get these over there.
Your
And-
hats. The hats.
The one hat. There you go. Harrison Ford hat. Yeah. A rain hat, because that's important. There are places, Galicia rains, and it's oblique. The winds are. An umbrella is useless. You're Mary Poppins with an umbrella, so forget it. But so that hat is good for Galicia. You may have to change gears if you can as you go.
You ate out like basically 3 meals a day. You relied on the local food, right?
Yes.
So did you get sick along the way?
No. I lost a lot of weight, but really I was minimalistic. My diet is like this. I start the morning. I don't eat anything until 11 at least or 12. I'm walking, coffee and water, and then ham. You won't go without ham in Spain. So ham, like protein. I would recommend this. A lot of the food over there is just bread and carbohydrates. So it's not so good. So I want to be very careful. So a lot of protein, or even fruit, but no, avoid bread and tortillas. They have eggs, like that, but minimalistic. Maybe at the end of the day, when I arrive somewhere and I see a good soup or something like that.
Do you recommend going on your own or with a group? I mean,
Good question. Me, go on your own. Living better. No, really. I've seen couples. It's a different dynamic.
Yeah.
For me, part of the fruit of the path is the silence, is the introspection. And it's hard to get that when you're always in conversation, always dealing with somebody, no matter how wonderful that person is. Unless you have good understanding. Some couples will walk with the understanding that we don't walk together. I see you there, or we walk some hours by ourselves, then together. So if you're coordinated like that, but make sure you leave time for introspection and silence. You can get distracted not only if you go with somebody, but with the other people in conversation. But try to get to that place of silence. Jim.
That is perhaps a slightly strange question, but I noticed on all the maps there's that kind of empty space in the southwest. So my question is there a tradition of pilgrimage from Portugal to Compostela? Because you see where it is. It's not far from the northern edge of Portugal. Perhaps another map can help us to see that.
There's one from Portugal. You can do the Portuguese path. I don't know if you have it in the. Yeah, they're going to Compostela. Yeah, they go from the south. It's called the path of La Plata, of the plate. You go anywhere, but they go up there. Here's the one. The Portuguese is right here. Good. They go over there. Yeah. It's what I heard is it's rougher. The terrain is different. Yeah. Yes.
Do you consider yourself a hiker that you knew beforehand that?
No, I like to walk in the woods, but not long. No, I've never done it that far. No, I like walking, but no, like that. I walk in the streets of Buenos Aires where I'm from. You walk like 40 blocks, but not like this.
I have 2 questions from my wife. One, is there any part of the trip that's not safe that people have to look out for? And then there's the other question that she wants to know if biking is allowed.
Yeah, there are bikers there. You gotta move. Sometimes you're there, they come. There's a different route for bikers.
Okay.
Sometimes you share it, but yes, you can do it on bikes. They do electric bikes too, so you got that. Just make sure to me, if you do it in devotion, I don't care if you go in an airplane. John Paul II went there, I think, more than once, and once was in an airplane. To me, he's a pilgrim. A lot of people are considered pilgrims there, but not in my book. You're not a pilgrim if you are not aligned with what you're doing. Many of them, by their own recognition, they are doing as trekking, as tourism. So, okay, you're a tourist, you're a trekker. But a pilgrim is somebody in devotion, and I don't care. I told some people of faith that had to stop because they were hurt or something. They want to stop. I said, go there. Go, take a bus, go to Santiago, finish this. Go do it in devotion. You are a pilgrim. More than the one that came from Moscow. So, yes, you can do it on bike. So, to me, in devotion, you're aligned with that. And as far as dangers, I didn't see any danger. Only would happen, okay, if you walk, don't walk at night, don't walk by yourself at 4 a.m. I don't think so. There are a lot of people. If you go, I don't know, 8, 9 a.m., you're not going to be there by yourself. If you do the French way, you have to kind of coordinate to be by yourself a little bit. Okay, that over there, I walk this path, so I'm not with that crowd. So, no, there I've seen women, men, older women, no. Strollers, their services, the hospitals, everything is wonderful. They really do a good job in Spain. They go out of the way. Their hospitality is amazing. Yes.
These, the different colors, the different paths, like for example, the red one down here in the south, that's all the same path. They join together, but they may have different beginnings.
Right. Yeah, that's what's happening.
And it's all considered the same path.
Right. Yeah, when they get here, yes, but you got to start somewhere. Some people start in Madrid. I met one person who said, yeah, I got out of the door of my house and just started walking, right? You got it there, and you hook over there. If you want to do a Camino, I would recommend do the French one there, and do 5 days, pick somewhere, avoid Leon. After Leon, from Sarria would be my recommendation, and on if you want to be careful. And if not, if you feel like, let's do it the whole way, well, go, just be careful. The time of the year in Leon, that was for me, good protection. Don't feel bad if in that part you just want to take a bus or something and skip the desert.
So what time of year would you go?
This time? Mid-September maybe. I still have to plan it.
It's not snow in the mountains.
No, but it's raining. That's the thing, I might do it under the rain, a lot of rain. I have to consider this carefully. And I might start there, and depending, if I see not many people there, like, who am I evangelizing here? What am I doing? I might just switch down. There's a way to do it also that you do it at your own pace and get into the little town. Some of the pilgrims there end up in little towns, living in people's houses and helping out and being part of their lives. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, what was it Nicole?
Yeah.
What was your experience?
In like 2 minutes or less, huh?
You can do better.
Well, I took 42 days to do it. So if anyone's like worried about doing it 500 miles in 30 days, you can take a lot longer to do it too. For me, it was everything I expected and nothing of what I expected, I guess is the best way to put it, where it was definitely a journey towards God and towards seeking what He wanted in my life, but also a lot of unexpected things of not knowing who I was going to meet and not really being sure if I was going to make it the whole way. Like Luis was mentioning, he was like really intent on doing it, and I had to take like, I'll do 2 days, I'll do 1 more day, I'll do 1 more day. And so it was, it pushed me a lot because I'm not a very extroverted person, and I don't think of myself a very courageous person either. And so it pushed me a lot to go out of myself to talk to people, but they were also friendly. And then also just to do a lot of things I hadn't done before with traveling to a country with a language that I didn't really know, to sleeping in the albergues in the dorm rooms with people, and not how is that gonna work out? And I danced a lot, but like walking and hiking wasn't really something that I did a lot, and so that was like a really new experience. And walking in the rain was a really new experience. But it was just really beautiful to see the different, how everything worked out in the end, I guess, was the beauty that I saw, and it was God's providence that He really took me by the hand the whole way, even though I couldn't see more than like a day or two ahead. Like He always knew where I was going, and so I felt definitely very safe in His arms, that He was taking care of me. It's my 2-minute summary, I guess. So.
I listen to all that. But it's under pressure. You're
Are you gonna give us your email
Yes.
address?
Yeah, Luis Del Rio, music. Music, like music. Music. At gmail.com. Luis Del Rio is my name. LuisDelRio, and then put music, and then at gmail.com. I'll put maybe a package of tips that I wrote there, so we can.
If you want to hear it sing and play his musical instruments, come to the Spanish Mat, and he'll be playing it a lot. It's very good. It's very good.
Thank you, Jim.
And when you came back, did you intend to give this presentation? Did you say, I know I want to do this on the Feast of St. James, I want to plan?
No, not on the Feast of St. James. I knew I wanted to share.
That just worked out.
Yeah, it ended up working out like this. I did one in Spanish, now in English. But I knew I wanted to share this. It's better when you share, right? Yeah. How can you keep all this? And I'm open to go and talk in other Catholic places about it that might be interested. I think for young people too, people that are catechumens. I mean, historically, a lot of people after their conversion, they would do this. I didn't know that, but it really helped that they did in history. Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing. I don't understand why aren't we there? So, because somebody that is not listen, I'll put it this way. The path of St. James is the most popular thing that the church has right now, in my understanding. There's nothing else. Like the world is going, I gotta go there, I gotta do that. They're not just grabbing the rosary. I gotta have the rosary, I don't know. And this is a sacramental. This is the path, it's a sacramental, like the rosary. They're grabbing it. So the opportunity is there for us to go and say, do you know where you are? Many of my conversations start like that. It's Camino, it's my way. It's like, no, this is a treasure of the Catholic Church, 12 centuries, you know? No. You know who the Apostle St. James is? You know where you're going? No. No. So you start there. It's like a great opportunity. If we had a church somewhere in the world that we're finding out that the world, agnostics, atheists, want to be there, they're packing the place. Wouldn't we want to be there and say, let me show you what this means? Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to ask you that. So you said there are a lot of atheists, agnostics, Buddhists, people. I wouldn't go on one of theirs. Why are they coming on our? I mean, I'm just curious as to why they would walk 30 days or however much they want to walk for a faith they don't know, don't understand, maybe even are against.
Okay, I can speculate a little bit and also talk from talking with these people. Like there was one atheist that did it 9 times.
Really?
9 is recalcitrant. He is immune to Jesus. Like, why you do it? It's like, it's interesting and I like history. Listen, there's this. If you take it as a tourist, you get to walk and see all this beauty, and they treat you like no other place. There are discounts for pilgrims. You pay less here and there. You're special. So they're like, okay, I'm atheist, but I'm treating me like this. There's no other place in the world that I can do this. There's no other adventure like this that people can do in the world. We are all trapped in our lives. This is leave everything behind. So it's very attractive. It's just walk. I'll take it like that. I see places, I eat good food at good prices. I'm treated like something special. I had a great time. I'm going back. And then for the money, they get much more. So that's one of the attractions. I mean, that would be my explanation. And what they say, yeah, I'm enjoying it. This is great. They're enjoying it.
A biblical reflection on the significance of pilgrimage in the scriptures. And of course, in Judaism, pilgrimage to Jerusalem is very important. And we hear stories of, say, when Jesus was 12, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph came on pilgrimage to Jerusalem, and Jesus got lost, and it's quite a little family drama. But in particular, what strikes me also later in Luke's Gospel is the road to Emmaus story, where a couple of the disciples are essentially on pilgrimage. And they get talking about what's going on and what's bothering them. And they meet this stranger along the road, and they get talking about, well, who are you, and how do you see things, what's happening, and so on. And they get to their destination, and they realize Jesus was walking with them the whole time, but they didn't recognize him. And in fact, the great drama of that is they recognize him in the breaking of the bread. So there's a Eucharistic meaning to that. And this is also on the as you read the gospel narrative, this is the evening of the day that Jesus rose from the dead, is the evening of Easter. So I'm just thinking of the comments people are saying about all these atheists and shaman and so on. Maybe Jesus is walking with them and they don't realize it at the time. I'm just thinking, you talk about planting the seeds of faith. But this is a Christian pilgrimage. I'm sure Jesus is along those roads, as he was with the two disciples going to Emmaus, with people in their questions about, as they were discussing, what's happened in Jerusalem? We had our hopes, and what does that mean now? Where do we go from here? So people may be non-Christians, non-theists, tourists, who are probably the lowest of the low, really, in a way. But despite them, again, like the people on the way to Emmaus, Jesus may well be walking with them and they don't see them, but he's there.
Well said.
I was kind of curious. Are you able to go to Mass along the way at
Great
each
question.
of these places, or is it like?
It's hard. In Spain, there's a lack in general of vocations. So in Navarra, in the beginning, the whole area over there, there was one priest for the whole area. And so it's Mass this week or that week, and it's on Sunday. So it's hard. You have to coordinate. I had to plan, but there are now apps so you can find out and plan it like that. One thing I didn't know is a spiritual communion. I didn't know that I could do that. So now that would be something that I would recommend you if you do it. Integrate that. Plan, if you can, a Mass. That should be your stop, where you stop that day and go there to the Mass. And if there's no Mass, do a spiritual communion. There are also times that there's no Mass, but there's a priest, ask for a blessing. Pray the rosary all the time.
You run across priests a lot on this?
No, but not that you run in the path, but when you get to a town, they could be there, and then you can ask. There's no Mass, but you can talk. Also, if you go there, and this is something, regardless, can you put the last image? Go there also to help. This is something I learned. I go to a church, I get there, I see, can I help, Father, or somebody, can I help on something? You need sweep the floor, or there's money that I can bring money. There are places. This is protemplos.es. You can contribute, because now a lot of these beautiful temples are in bad bad state and they need repair, and there are people stealing things and they need support. So I'm leaving you this protemplos.es. So go there to help. We need to help them there. You know, if you have any ability, if you're a plumber or something, you need some plumbing. Or I interpret. I'm an interpreter, so I ended up interpreting.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm.